Moving the Twitch bot in. We are live.
All right, I'm gonna step out.
All right, man. Nice
See you
talking
guys.
to you. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Take it to him, man.
We'll see what happens.
All right, so we are live. 10, almost 10:10. Just wait for this game to get started. Saw Ansi in the booth. But yeah, it's a big game tonight. Creasers down 2-0 in the series, in a best of 5. So does he see it could possibly be winning the cup tonight? I'm sure Creasers is going to do everything they can to try to prevent that from happening. We'll see if they made any kind of adjustments. I mean, I think I kind of said it like over the weekend in Discord, the stuff I'd like to see from Creasers. Just kind of doing things differently. It kind of feels like they're kind of playing into the enemy team's hands right now offensively. All right, Nancy, I'm waiting, man. As soon as you start, I'll shut up. But yeah, it's a huge game. We'll see if we have any kind of...
Because absolutely nobody thought that Florida was going to blow a 3-0 lead in the Stanley Cup Finals, I'm Nancy Eipenhus here with Revolution for Game 3 of Creasers versus Does He See It in the Blackie Cup Finals. And Creasers badly need to show a sense of urgency, even greater than Revo adding me in the chat before the game so he didn't have to commentate alone. And I was thinking of how I could motivate them, get them running faster than the shit that Thrill took right before this game, and I realized something. I still have a motivational recording of Blue Liners legend Coho, and I think these words of inspiration might help them. Now, in the interest of fairness, I tried looking up some words of motivation for Does He See It, but frankly, you don't fucking need it. Just go win.
All right, killer fucking live intro again, man.
And we are already off and running. Londorf already getting a shot on Badzilla, which is saved. Starting lineup for Does He See It tonight? You have the dual Warbirds in Image and Londorf as usual, along with Thrill and a Javelin, Zabe in a Terrier, and Lemonaire holding up the back end in a Spider with Cereal and Milk in the Shark in the nets. As Creasers now pushing forward, Navi trying to move forward with Puker. Oh, got a little penetration there. Navi still has the puck, shoots low, saved by Cereal and Milk. And the front line for Creasers has Jalrix in a Warbird, Puker in a Weasel, Navi in a Terrier, and they have Xanaz in the Leviathan, and Violence at the back end in a Spider. As Does He See It trying to maintain possession in the offensive third, pass goes loose, and it'll go all the way back toward their net where Lemonaire will collect. By the way, for those who are watching the other game now, it looks like Florida is still leading, if I'm not mistaken. The score bug just went away from me, so I kind of have to wait for that.
Yeah, I mean, looks like the lineups are generally going to be the same. I was talking about it earlier. I'd like to see some adjustments here from Creasers. like still, I mean, because they're going to have a hard time. Really nice job there, pulling the double warbird out of position. Puker tries to get the ball to Jarix, but it phases, unfortunately. That was a really nice entrance into the offensive zone there by Creasers. I'd really like to see more of that. They pulled the double warbirds kind of out of position and then attacked. It was nice.
Just for the record, I have Revolution in one ear in my headphones and commentary for the Stanley Cup game in my other ear.
I am also the same way. So
As Jarix now approaching the south side of the net, will lay it back to Navi. Navi now approaching the net. Oh, shot goes through a couple of defenders. Jarix gets the puck in the upper corner, drops it back to Zanaz. Creasers doing well to maintain possession. They actually did pretty well with that last game. Zanaz finished the game with over 4 minutes of puck time.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Still, Creasers lost.
Sanders here with the ball and barely misses. Unbelievable. They're getting looks, man. They're absolutely getting looks. Navi with a bad pass there causes
it's a
2v1.
Oh, good defense by Violence. Isolating Lawn Dwarf and then just making the solid check.
Yeah, just took away the pass and went in for the check at the same time. A really nice angle from Violence there. That's how you play D.
Jarek shooting low. Cereal and Milk makes the save. Very back and forth in the early minutes of this game. Zanez holding at center ice, maybe trying to lure out some defenders in the midfield. Now they go around the horn to Jarix. Navi, Puker slap shot in the middle. Couldn't get the puck to him, though.
Really would have liked to see Puker just be an option there, man.
Now,
Warbirds coming back in.
Throw. Oh, puck was stolen by Jarix. It's loose. Batman jumps on it. And it goes out to Violence, and Zanez. Violence holding in his own third. Surveilling his options, now pushing forward solo. Dangerous move if you don't have someone ready to go last man back, particularly with how aggressive those Warbirds are.
Definitely is. Navi, a really nice move here. Gets the ball to Puker. Puker can't find a teammate, though.
Lemonera has just been so solid on the back end the entire series. And now Image will push forward. Zanaz with the lunge forces Zabe to drop the puck off to Thrill. And now they push forward.
Nice reaction time, though, on that, man.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay, that could have been fucking bad.
That could have been fucking bad. But
yeah, right.
Through Image.
Yeah, just barely missing on these offensive chances for both teams so far.
In some ways reflecting the game going on in real life right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Thrill pushing forward. Oh, good defense by Jarix. Puck goes loose into the north boards. And
posted up there on the crease. That was nice.
Very nice. Does he see it now with 3 players in the defensive third of Creasers? And turnover by Puker. Image has it now. The Lawn Dwarf. Oh, they try to go over the middle. It's out of everybody's reach. It's going to bounce around and ends up with Navi. Now Zanaz will control, being pressured by Image. Tries going off the boards. The Lawn Dwarf makes the steal. Image now holding. Going to drop it back to Zabe. Now Image. Lunge by Puker.
Just get the ball to your teammates, man. They got pushed up against the wall again. And, then their passing options ran out, and now does he see it's coming the other way?
Oh, Londorf collects the loose pucks, tries to center it. Oh, it's behind Image. He's going to chase it down off the north boards. Manages to get it back to Londorf. Does he see it? Maintaining possession. Now dropping back to the face-off circle, and they try to pressure the puck south. Navi's lunge forces the puck backwards. Does he see it? Still holding on to the puck, though. As Zabe absorbs the check, keeps going, gives it to Londorf. Now dropping it back to the blue line. Thrill holding, giving it to Londorf. 2-man game going forward. Series of checks. Londorf ends up with it. Oh, good shot attempt for Zabe, but it was... I think that was Violence who made the check, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. And there was a lagger in there somewhere, but I mean, there's so much chaos going on. It was hard to even see anything. Oh, beautiful pass.
Oh, what a shot by Image.
Beautiful, beautiful passing play.
That started below the south post. 2 quick passes later, had a line right to the north post for the goal.
Yeah, it was just great. Batman has to stay on the bottom post to respect the shot with the ball down there on the bottom side. The defense was out of position, and They basically just relayed the ball up to the top to Image, who just taps it in. Makes it look easy. And Batman not really a chance. Not really given an opportunity to be able to make a save on that play.
And so, halfway through the first period, Does He See It strikes first, and they are in the driver's seat to lift the Blackie Cup later tonight. Creasers now holding onto the puck. Zanaz being forced toward the south boards. Gets a round throw, drops it back to Violence now. Now Puker and Zanaz. Zanaz dropping it back to Violence. Forward to Navi. Now Zanaz trying to push forward, has 4 defenders in front of him, and he loses the puck.
Yeah, I mean, he had Jarix there with him, but it just wasn't. It just didn't feel right to move that ball into the corner, and nobody else is there for him really. But you know, if nobody's there and the play isn't developing, you know, you'd like to see a reset on that play, and not just you know, giving it away.
As now Jalrix is forced to pass it back to Violence, off to Puker. Violence trying to get back to that defensive position. Now he and Navi exchanging the puck a couple times. Navi prodding his way forward, tries to center it, throw with the steal. Gets a nice little puck return and goes south to Image. Now Image and Londorf moving it up the ice themselves. Potential 2-on-1 if they can hurry. Nice recovery by Navi to check Image out of the play, and now Does He See It will be forced to slow down. Londorf was trying to make a move forward, but the pass is just a little too far out in front of him. Does come back to Image, though.
Goes
Zabe,
right back
however.
to him.
Yeah, Zabe's pass off the mark, and Creasers will collect. Being pressured heavily in their own zone, though. They got 4 Does He See It players in the defensive third pressuring the puck. Jarwick's trying to break that pressure, can't get around Lemonaire, and is forced to slow down and drop it back.
It's all good. They got it into the offensive zone. I mean, it's way out now, but they have possession of the ball. They are the slower team, so they're going to have to be able to work this ball through, and it ends up in another turnover, man.
As now Thrill and Londorf pressure toward the south boards, drop it back. Now Zabe will try to get it back toward the center of the ice. Oh, Puker there to steal a puck and shoots it back toward his goalkeeper. As we have 3.5 minutes to go in the period. Very back and forth so far, but Does He See It is the one that's found the net so far. And another off-target pass by Zanaz. That's been a problem for him throughout this series.
Yeah, and honestly, just Creasers in general, coming out with like pretty slow starts, to be honest. Like their first periods have not been great in the finals. I believe they've given up most of their goals in the first period. Jarix with some moves here, though. Zanaz with the ball.
Saved by Jarix! Saved by Jarix!
No! Please! There's so much net to shoot at.
As someone who's been in that situation so many times, just go as deep into the back of the net as you can.
Well, that's the thing, man. I mean, the nets are so shallow now that you have to dodge it, man. You have to be able to dodge that shot because you're almost always going to prox it. And in all honesty, man, I mean, Xana's had a lot of net to shoot at. And it was pretty weird for that to end up right on Jowrix like that. That's crazy.
When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year.
That's tough. Hopefully they could just shake that off. Sometimes those can be a little demoralizing. Because they earned the goal. They definitely got it.
Nice slap shot forward for Jowrix, trying to go 1v1, and Serial Milk makes the top post save. Oh, good kill by Jowrix, heading back toward the crease. Oh, tried to get it to Zanaz, but Image makes the steal.
Yeah. Those Warbirds, man, they are everywhere, all the time.
Yeah, they're the offensive ship, but Does He See It has shown that they can be effective in the midfield and on defense as well.
They cover a lot of ground, man. You can do a lot with a Warbird, for sure.
Particularly when you have, like, Image and Londorf, who have just been so locked in with each other and coordinated with their efforts.
Yeah, which is honestly pretty shocking because they've only been doing this double Warbird thing for not very long.
Navi finds a bit of space. Forward to Puker. Puker to Navi. Tries to shoot. Zabe is there for the block. Puck goes into the north boards. Where does he see it? Will gradually move it forward. Zabe taking a Warbird check. Still going. Nice pass over the middle. Lawndorf has a 1v0. Tries to fade it north. Batzilla makes the save.
Yeah, Badzilla just not biting on that one at all. I don't think it was the best fade I've ever seen either, but a little bit of a defensive breakdown to let that Warbird in for a breakaway though.
Batzilla has played well throughout the series. It's just that first game, Creasers was just backed up the entire time. And then the last game, they just lost by a single goal. As now we have a 2v1. Thrill pushing forward, goes top post. Saved by Batzilla.
Great save by Batman. Stay
Does he
with him
see
the
it?
whole way.
Does he see it? Finding some odd man breaks early on, but Creasers only letting in that one goal so far. As we have 5 seconds left in the
6
period, Vile
seconds
pushing
left.
forward.
Violence coming in. Him and the entire team.
Lawndorf, you had the north post. Why didn't you shoot it? I'm just kidding. So that'll do it for the first period, and it is 1-0. Does he see it?
Can I kick it?
Well, the good news for Creasers is the scoreline could be a lot worse than it is now.
Can I kick
Does he see it? Was able to get some pretty solid chances throughout.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
I would say both teams have, and I think that Creasers is getting good penetration. I don't know if they're making great decisions once they get there. Kind of struggling, some missed passes, and just kind of having the same issues that they've had throughout the series. But they're getting there. They're getting the ball in, which is huge. Because I think in the last game, I mean, shots were so lopsided throughout most of that game. Like it was, the score was close. I mean, Creatures did fall down by 2, and they were able to come back. But overall, it was basically a huge does he see it game in favor of just generating offense. But they look better tonight, man.
As the trial flies high like a dove.
Looks like Batzilla reset his flag as he just re-entered the game in goalie.
Yeah, does that. Does that all the time. I don't even know if he knows if he thinks he's lagging or anything. I think it's just a thing he does now. He does it every game, every period. Go update on the game. Still 2-1 Florida, 12.5 minutes left.
That's going to be a very long 12.5 minutes.
Oh my god.
I have no dog in this fight.
I don't either. I was pulling. I mean, I guess I just like the underdog, and I was pulling for the Oilers. But the idea that that Florida could lose 3 games in a row and still come back and win Game 7 is pretty incredible too. So I think the hockey story is going to be good regardless.
No changes for either team, and the puck drops for the second period. Throw with the puck for does he see it? Trying to make his own move toward goal. Tried to drop it back to the double Warbirds, but Navi was there to intercept it.
Yeah,
now
great
Jarix.
pass there too.
Navi at center ice loses the puck. Zanis is there for the pickup. Zanis now dropping back to Puker for Navi, crossing the blue line. Slowly feeling his way forward, gives off to Jarix to Navi. Navi drops it back to Zanis. Puck goes all the way back to Violence, just behind the blue line.
Yeah, I was looking for Puker there. Huh.
And the server recorded a spawn kill for Image. Let's see where he was in relation to the play.
Wow.
Wow, that was a very late third.
I mean, I think it was probably right on the timer, but that's Violence's second spawn in the finals.
That looked for all the world like Image was baiting for the spawn, and you know what?
Yeah.
Credit to him. Credit to him for getting that to work.
Right? I mean, we've all done it.
Oh, I've done it for sure.
Yeah, like you definitely bait the spawn, man. But and in the fucking finals, you would feel like you could count, right?
So the defender for Creasers just got boxed.
Yep.
And Does He See It goes on the power play.
Yeah, it's a pretty huge moment. It is only 2 minutes, and hockey zone power plays aren't as dangerous, but still, they did lose their spider, which is huge.
It looks like Zanaz is going to drop back to a more defensive role. Makes sense. Is now Thrill cycling the puck north, finds Londorf. Lunge by Zanaz, gets the puck,
Big check.
and is going to control it as he gives it to Jarix. Jarix just hovering in front of the Does He See It defense. Try to look for Navi. Puck goes loose into the north boards above the Does He See It goal. Navi with the lunge, but too late. Londorf gets the pass to Thrill.
Yeah, they
It's
got
a
two people behind the
3-on-2
play.
going forward. Jarix trying to recover and help out. Pass goes wide of Zabe. And now he has to dump it back and reset the play. We're at 1 minute to go. Londorf trying to pressure south, drops it back to Zabe. Puck is back behind the blue line now. Does He See It now recovering at center ice? And now they push forward. Lon to Thrill across the blue line. Nice steal by Jarix.
I think Zabe might have had a cutting image there instead of trying to get that ball back to Thrill. But overall, a really nice defensive play from Creasers. We're down to 35 seconds here.
Nice
Puker
pickup by
gets
Puker.
Yeah,
Oh,
gets a
good
nice
check by
lag on that
Lemonaire.
one.
And now 26 seconds left to go on the power play. Does He See It pushing forward once more? Pass goes beyond everyone's reach. Puker now has it. And he's just going to dump it all the way back
Goes
to the
for
Does
the
He See It
toe.
end. Cyril
I
Milk
don't
there
know.
for the quick outlet to Zabe. 10 seconds left in the power play. Does He See It? One last chance before everything goes back to full strength. Londorf to Image. 4 seconds on the power
seconds.
play. Thrill.
Plus the time it takes
Pass.
Vio to get back. Vio on a breakaway.
Jarix is out. Violence is out of the box. He's got a break. But he's in a spider. Can he do anything? Plays off to Jarix. Jarix doesn't have a shot. Holds onto the puck. Flies into the net. Manages to
Couldn't
get back
find-
out.
Couldn't find an angle, man. That was perfectly timed, though.
Right idea. It just didn't pay off that time as Zanaz
Yeah.
holds at the blue line. Giving it off to Navi. Navi now forward to Jarix. Navi picking his way forward. Zanaz with the pickup. Throw with a good following check, and he gets the puck. Going south off the boards. Oh, it's stolen by Jarix, who dumped it back to Violence. And now Violence trying to cut through the middle of the ice. Jarix now holding the puck, being pressured to the north. Pass is stolen by Thrill. Dump back, and it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Londorf. Oh, he's being walled off. Thrill trying to go south. Ball kill. Saved by Batzilla.
Yeah, Puker ended up coming up big on that one, man. Got into a really, really nice defensive position.
You do not need a defensive ship to be able to play some decent defense.
Just get in the way, man. That's like 99% of the
Just
of
be
the
a
job.
pest.
Yeah,
That's all you
just
gotta
get in the
do.
way. Yeah, you know what? I just forgot I wanted to say this. Like the job that Thrill is doing on Xanaz in these finals has been pretty amazing. Xanaz is like he's not finding a lot of room out there, and whenever he gets the ball, Thrill's right on top of him. He's just waiting to check him.
Zanaz being
But
pressured
Xanaz
by
here
the
with
Warbirds.
some room.
Oh, he was going for the cross to Jarix, but Lemonaire was in position for it.
Tried to sneak it through, man. I don't know if there was daylight there or not. Some quick passes here from Does He See It as they try to move it in, but Thrill kind of stops it, and I think the rest of the team wanted to keep going, so ends up in a turnover.
As now here comes Creasers the opposite way. Navi being pressured toward the north boards again. Puck is loose. Violence has to rush back to get it before the Warbirds do, and gets it to his goalkeeper. Now Puker will control it in his own end, looking for an avenue to move forward. Now Zanaz will control it for Creasers. Going south past the face-off circle. Gets it to Jarix. Puker now at center ice again. Navi holding, giving it to Puker. Puker looked forward for Jarix, now gives it to Zanaz. Series of checks, and Thrill comes away with the puck again.
Yeah, just isolated completely, man. I mean, they had two players near the ball. The rest of the team couldn't really get there. So there weren't really any passing options, and the offensive chance ends.
We are now at 6.5 minutes to go in this second period. Shots still currently 6-3 in favor of Does He See It? And Does He See It still holding on to a 1-goal lead as Londorf
Yeah, just
avoids the
one.
lunge from Zanaz, gets it forward to Image. Now being surrounded by defenders, going to cut it back, tries to drop it off to one of his teammates, but Zanaz is there for the pickup. And now out in front of their own net, Creasers controlling the puck, being pressured by a Warbird. Jarwick's now along the north boards.
Yeah, they're just getting corralled. Jarwick's there. There's 5 players in between him and his closest teammate.
He was able
Oh,
to
cereal
avoid
and milk. They're all fast there.
pressure
Getting
by
messy
Creasers.
in their own zone.
Jarwick's. Oh, tried to go low, and Cyril and Milk made the save.
Yeah, I think, Does He See It is not completely locked in tonight, man. There's definitely some lapses in focus, and they're making some plays definitely in their own end that are pretty dangerous, but Creasers hasn't actually punished them for it.
That puck goes behind the Creasers net, and Image will maintain control for Does He See It? Dropping it back to Thrill. Avoiding Puker, now forward again to Londorf. Up north to Image, going south post. Oh, was that a DC by Violence?
I think he was out.
Oh,
Well,
the
we'll
referees have
see.
stopped play. Is Vio about to get boxed again?
It's a possibility. I mean, we're only talking a 2-minute DC here, but oh, that boy was in.
Oh, but he kind of had to do that because Londorf was going to be there for a low post shot if he didn't. Meanwhile, in real life, Bobrovsky does a thing.
Yeah, I'll try it. Uh-oh. Oh, a huge fucking scramble in front of the net, man. Bob keeps him out.
Creasers hockey in real life.
Yeah. I mean, that's a DC.
And so Violence goes back to the box for another 2-minute stint.
Another 2-minute penalty for violence in the game.
Navi able to win the faceoff, but it goes behind his teammates. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, I was just going to say that, like, it doesn't matter, like, too much, but he is starting to accrue penalties, and, you will end up getting up the penalty ladder at some point. So, although it's, like, kind of a dumb penalty and doesn't really feel like it matters, a later DC in the game could end up making that first DC matter a lot more than it should have. You know what I mean? So, that's the only thing I was just thinking of.
Yeah, penalty shots being awarded does become a problem, as we just saw Creasers kill about 15-20 seconds of that power play just holding onto the puck in their own end. Does he see it now coming back on the attack? Londorf to Zabe over the middle. Thrill trying to look south. Tried to cross it, but Badzilla able to prox it. His outlet is taken by Thrill, though. Gives it back to Zabe at the north boards. Thrill now looking over the middle. Holds on to it. Now lays it off for Londorf. Thrill now moving in. Tries the top post shot. Saved by Badzilla. Oh, but a quick check. And Does He See It gets the puck right back. Thrill now looking forward. Tries to go through Navi. Navi maintains control of the puck. Gets a little renewal from his goalie. Now drops it off to Puker. 40 seconds left to go in the power play as Creasers just trying to hold on to the puck and kill as much of this as they can. It goes south to Jarix. Not pushing forward too much, trying to make sure he has someone to pass to. Navi now in the offensive third. And he is not moving it forward either. Going to lay it off to Puker. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Does he see it? Does not seem to have any sense of urgency about getting this puck back.
I think they're okay. I mean, at this point, there's 10 seconds left in the power play. I think they don't want a repeat of what happened on the last power play, with Violence getting a breakaway. So I think they're completely fine with where the game is right now, for sure.
And we are back at full strength. Violence comes back onto the ice and into his defensive position, allowing Zanaz to move forward. And speaking of moving forward, that is what Jarix is doing with Puker. Puker to Navi. Try to get Puker on a cross. Thrill with a nice check and a steal.
Yeah,
Now
Creasers
Zabe.
doing the same stuff, man. They're trying to attack the net from the top side, and they're trying to force passes through. But I mean, it's just like geometry at that point, man. Like your angles are just so limited.
Good
Like
pass to
Creasers
Navi.
here with another chance.
Oh, and that is a
blocked.
DC.
How does he do it? Fucking threaded the needle. Unbelievable shot by Navi there to avoid the goalie and hit Londor for the DC.
My question is, what was Londorf doing that deep in the crease? I missed what happened.
I don't know, man. That's one thing I've seen from Londorf and the Warbird. You see him make these diving plays on the crease to intercept passes and things like that. And I think he just got burned there on that one.
Okay, here we go. Londorf. He's moving back.
Oh,
Oh,
that's pretty funny.
he just drifted back into the crease.
Yeah, so he was backing in so he could shoot Jowerix. And he did kill him, unbelievably. But gets rewarded with the DC because of it.
And so Creasers will go on to the power play, although Does He See It will still have all the defenders and midfielders on the ice for this one.
Yeah, they just lose a Warbird. It's not the worst thing.
And Cereal and Milk clears it. It goes just past the blue line before Puker recovers it for Creasers. We have about a 12-second difference between the power play and the game clock.
Yeah.
As now Jarix finds space,
Jowerix
and he
finds
scores!
Unbelievable!
Jarix finding that little bit of daylight on the low post, and it looks like we are going to be tied at 1.
Yeah, I think I gotta eat my words here, man. I think I remember in a previous game I said Jars was getting that chance all day, but there's no way Cereal and Milk would let it in. I want to watch this again. I think it's almost a card. Yeah, just Jars sitting on the bottom side. Just a lack of focus from CNM, man. Left a lot of fucking room open on the bottom side there.
I don't
Not
think
sure
he was
exactly what
expecting
he was
him to.
thinking.
I don't think he expected the shot that quickly from that ship at that range.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, maybe he got a little too comfortable.
Good pick up by Londor. Thrill now. Oh, Does He See It trying to immediately get the lead back?
Yeah, trying to answer immediately. Violence doing a really good job there. Staying with that play.
Navi now across center ice for Jarix. Jarix being pressured, drops back to Navi. Navi finds a bit of daylight, tries to fade it north. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass, just putting it in the open ice and trying to make something happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think he made his move there and he got open, but nobody was following the play with him. So I mean, there was nothing. He had absolutely no play.
In the second period.
Meanwhile, a steal by Londorf as we are under 1 minute to play in the second period. Dropping it back to Zabe now. Does he see it moving backwards a little bit? As now it goes to Zabe along the south boards. Backwards to Lemonaire. Does he see it holding just past? which it just makes it like even more apparent how much better Creasers is doing on offense because they had 2 power plays against them.
Yes. And, a lot of scoring opportunities that kind of ended on, missed passes and stuff like that, too.
And we are underway. The puck phases, but goes south, and Image will pick it up for Does He See It? Now passing the blue line, it's Thrill to Lawndorf. Thrill back to Zabe. Now to Thrill again.
Good
Going
patience
back
there
it
by
up.
Thrill.
Puck goes loose toward the north, and Zanaz will recover it for Creasers. He thinks about going off the boards, but gives it back to Violence.
You can
Now
see
coming
the fucking smoke come out of his head on that one. Yeah, try to figure out if he really wants to take that ball off the boards there. Thought about it for a long time.
Does he see it now just beyond the face-off circle? Image and Thrill with a 2-man game. Now at the blue line. Cycling the puck north, it's Lawndorf being pressured by Jalrix. Gives it back to Thrill, who drops it back to Zabe. Finding some open space for Image. Lawndorf avoiding one check, giving it to Zabe. Thrill. Zabe. Dropping it backwards again.
Yeah, they just had Thrill open in the center there. Not finding any room, but this is a great possession from them, though. This has been almost the entire period.
Oh! A sudden shot from Thrill toward the top post, and Batzilla saves it.
Makes it look easy, man. He was all over it. He was waiting for it. There's just a little bit of daylight there. I think that's the most daylight they found on that possession, and Thrill took his chance, and Batman made it look easy. But Creasers is coming here the other way. Xana's getting into trouble, though, man. Getting ahead of his team.
And now Image coming back the other way, avoids one lunge, tries to pass it, but it phases through Violence. And Batzilla will collect the Creasers.
That lunge actually saved that goal there, man, because it forced Image into a bad position to be able to make that pass to Lawndorf. So even though the lunge doesn't register, he didn't get the check, it forced Image into an angle that he didn't want to be in to be able to make that pass up to Lawndorf, which he almost still made, unbelievably.
And now Does He See It hovering just outside of the blue line? Thrill coming back to help cycle the puck. Some light pressure, but nobody lunging for Creasers yet. Thrill prodding to the north. Manages to get it forward to Image. Image gets it to Thrill. Thrill trying to go low post. Blocked by Puker.
I think he had a little room there, man. I think he had a little bit of room there on Batman with that spin move. Kind of bought himself some time. Batman thinking the shot could still go to the top side. Puker makes a huge fucking play to be on the crease there. I think that's like 2 or 3 saves I feel like Puker's had in this game.
Now Creaser's just holding the puck at the face-off circle. Zanaz going south to Violence, who's trying to step up, now drops back. Zanaz being pressured toward the south boards. Looking for a teammate, gets it to Puker. Puker back toward the center of the ice for Navi. Still hovering at the blue line, avoids the pressure from a Warbird. Jarx, now Zanaz trying to push forward with it. Checked, loses the puck, but Jarx gets it for Creasers. And Jarx is going to pull it back and reset the offense.
Yeah, just trying to slow it down, man.
Jarx getting the puck off the south boards. Puker, now back to Zanaz at the face-off circle. Navi. Puker and Navi cycling the puck a bit. Zanaz now holding on to it. Zanaz along the south boards.
Good play. Doesn't get forced, got forced to the boards for a second, but ends up getting it off. Able to recover this ball, too. I think they have a little bit of room here to generate some pressure. Xandas with the ball gets to Puker, gets checked by Lemonaire. Navi somehow gets the ball afterwards, but immediately dies. It looked good, man. I thought that possession was really solid.
They were very patient on that one. The defense just held strong for Does He See It as they try to come back the other way.
They've got to be patient, man. They got to be patient. They got to be able to get people into the right positions to be able to make good plays.
And now at the blue line, Image with the puck going forward for Lawndorf. Lawndorf to Image. Lawndorf for Thrill. Thrill looking for a passing lane, finds Lawndorf, but it's backwards, and now they will pull back and reset the offense again. Now does he see it? Pushing people forward. Thrill. South for Lawndorf. Lawndorf avoids a lunge. Thrill avoids another lunge. Lawndorf now moving forward. Thrill. Puck goes loose. Jarwix picks it up. He has a bunch of does he see it players in front of him, and he goes south
Yeah.
in front of his own net. Now giving it to
Got-
Puker.
That is such a key to their offense is finding a way to get Xanaz out of position. Once they get Xanaz out of position, it opens up so much because you're looking at 2 level 1s defensively. And I think you're going to see almost every play that they generate really, really good chances are going to be after they've found a way to beat Xanaz.
Xanaz with a good trailing check on Thrill, and now Navi trying to push it forward for Creasers. Xanaz now with Navi to his left. Tried to shoot it, and Lawndorf was able to block it. And now the Warbirds spreading out the offense. It goes south to Image. Image to Thrill, crossing the blue line, gives it to Lawndorf, and he's well south of the goal. Xanaz applying pressure, puck goes loose, Violence will pick it up. Stolen by Lawndorf, though, giving it back to Thrill. They cycle it all the way north to Thrill, now it comes back south. Lawndorf moving in south with Image. Now they drop it back. Thrill holding at the top of the key, and he's waiting for his opportunity. Zay pushing forward. Series of checks, the puck goes loose. Image recovers it, and does he see it? Will pull it back again. Lawndorf now just outside the blue line. Thrill with a ball kill. Can't get through Xanaz, though. And now Xanaz immediately looks forward. He has Jalrix in front of him. He's being surrounded by the Warbirds, though. Loses the puck.
Isolated
Thrill.
immediately.
Oh, Jalrix comes up with it, though. He has Xanaz to the south of him. Jalrix south post. Saved by Cereal and Milk.
Another cross. They crossed it again.
Now Thrill, north to Image. Image. Oh, if Violence didn't make that check, he would have had the cross to Lawndorf in front of the net.
Definitely would have.
Oh, but Image gets it back. Lawndorf, back to Image. Now forward to Lawndorf. Lawndorf, looking south post, doesn't have anything. Drops it back to Thrill.
Game's heating up, bud. 5 minutes here left in the third period. We're tied at 1.
Good check by Xanaz, but does he see it retains possession? Puck goes loosened in the north boards. Nobody has it. Do they see it? Do they see the puck? Lawndorf now has it. Has Thrill south. Thrill. Oh, looked like he was aiming for the top post, but didn't have the angle for it. Still
Batman was
maintains
all
possession.
over it, man.
Yeah, but does he see it? Still retaining possession. Still at the blue line. Avoid a lunge from Puker. Good check by Xanaz. Puck goes loose. Image recovers it. Thrill now dropping back to the blue line. Thrill holding on to the puck. At the blue line. Zabe starting to move forward. Thrill avoids a lunge from Xanaz. Zabe trying to drop it back. Sorry, the other game is getting really, really exciting right now.
Yeah, it's
Lawndorf.
all in French, man. I don't know what the hell's happening. It's terrible. They're just yelling in French. Everything sounds like it's getting really exciting. Batman, unbelievable. So far outside of his net. Insane. I don't know what he's thinking. Somehow able to recover, though. Gets the ball to Jalrix. They're getting forced off by these Warbirds so fucking much. You really would have thought that they would have, realized that they have to move this ball methodically if they're going to get forward on these offensive chances. It's like they just lost patience. And it's all
Thrill
does
now.
he see it right now.
Thrill moving forward. Trying to find an angle. Doesn't have one. And he's going to dump it off the boards back to Zabe. My broadcast is in English, but it's a Yinzer, so it might as well be in French.
Oh, I want the Yinzer broadcast.
Oh, it comes to Image off of the bounce. Doesn't get the check from Violence. Tries to fade it. Oh, Batzilla there for the save. Goes forward to Xanaz, who avoids the check from Thrill.
I feel like you're feeding off that Yinzer energy, man. I could hear it in your voice.
I haven't called anyone a jagoff yet, so I'm not there.
Right.
Puker trying to go low post. Oh, the hog and Cereal and Milk read it.
Unbelievable.
Stolen by Xanaz, though. Pushing forward, going to the middle of the ice. Navi will hold it at the blue line, and the Creasers offense resets with under 2.5 minutes to play. We are still all tied at 1. Navi gets checked, loses the puck. Xanaz is there for the pickup. Xanaz trying to push forward for Navi. His puck is stolen by Lawndorf. Cereal and Milk gets it, and now does he see it? Will try to push it the other direction. Thrill looking for Lawndorf. It's too far out in front of him, but he will get it off of the bounce, well north of the Creasers' goal. Manages to pass it back to Zabe. Back near the blue line. Thrill. Thrill's pass is off target. Jarix trying to get out in front of anybody and steal it. Does apply pressure, though, and the puck goes loose. Creasers picking it up now. 1 minute, 45 seconds to play. Zanaz holding the puck at the blue line. Now for Jarix. Dropping it back to Zanaz. Zanaz, Navi looking top post.
there.
Blocked by Zabe.
Unbelievable procs by Zabe. I don't know. I don't think he was where I thought. I don't think he was where the game said he was, because that was some fucking beefy procs there on that save. I thought Navi had a goal there for sure. Great defensive play by Zabe.
And now Thrill holding it for Does He See It at the blue line. Him and Londorf just trying to pick their chances as time is winding down in the third period. We are approaching 1 minute to go. Puck is stolen by Zanaz. Lemonaire's out of position if they hurry. Nope, it's stolen by Image. Under 1 minute to play. Pass goes forward. Londorf might have a step on Violence. Violence. Londorf. South. Low post. It's scored by Image.
Unbelievable, man.
Londorf got behind Violence, and Image was burning all of his energy to get that low post shot. Londorf found him, and it is going to be a 2-1 Does He See It game.
With 51 seconds remaining. Yeah, so we're going to watch this. I just want to see where Violence ends up. He's just not reading the fact that the Warbird's there. And then the other Warbird gets back. Xanaz actually does him a little bit of a favor by killing him. I don't know if that really would have mattered that much. I don't know. He definitely helped him. Because, if you kill somebody while they're flying, they're going to maintain that speed while they're dead. So he definitely helped him get into the position that he was in. But 40 seconds left. It's only a 1-goal game. Creasers has possession of the ball right now. Having some trouble.
In a way, they have possession.
A little bit. They didn't lose possession, I guess.
They have 30 seconds to score a goal, or this series and this season are over.
Yeah,
24 seconds now, hovering at the blue line. Navi, Jarix, they're being forced north of the goal, and Violence moving forward on his own, tries the ball kill, doesn't get it. Thrill now has it, 14 seconds to go. Does He See It can just run this clock out?
This is over, man.
Londorf holding on to it, going back toward his own end, 5 seconds left. And your champions this season... who is it? I can't see it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, you're almost like ruining the pun there of like, if you can't see it and they can't see it, and then I ask you, can you see it? But does he see it? Does he see it? That's it. It's does he see it?
Oh, now I get it.
Try to pull that one out. Sorry, man. But, yeah. So, it's... I don't know. It just kind of felt like... Creasers kept these games close, especially games 2 and 3, but they never really solved their offensive problems, man.
Their offensive problems and a couple of lulls on defense, and that was all it took. Does He See It? Sweeps the series and takes the Blackie Cup.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know, man. That's the thing. That's really the big thing with these double Warbirds is if you are a defender, you have to be aware of them at all times, and you don't get to do whatever you want. The way that you play is dictated by what those Warbirds do, and that's just the game. And if you're going to keep trying to generate stuff in different directions or, get creative with where you're positioning or something like that, like you're just going to get fucking burned. And that's what happens. Got burned for the minute remaining.
Meanwhile, in that other game, final score, Panthers 2, Oilers 1.
Yeah, so we didn't get the oh wow, this goal. Unbelievable. I really think It's like seeing him faked himself out. It's like, I don't know, man. That was weird. His brain just shut off for a full second there.
That was like the one moment where Lemonare wasn't in the proper position. And when you recognize that as a goalie, you can second guess yourself on everything.
Yeah, that's a good point. Unbelievable.
Outside of that one moment, Lemonare played a really solid stand-up game of defense.
Yeah. I think as you see, it had some issues throughout the playoffs, but everything got cleaned up by the finals, though, man. And I don't think that they were dominant. I don't think that they, completely, destroyed Creasers in any way. I don't think that's what happened in this series, but they played good enough to win, and they played good enough to win every game, and that's why the series ended in 3.
Well, even if you can't call them dominant or world beaters, what you can call them is Blackie Cup champions.
Blackie Cup champs, man. Yeah, absolutely. Getting sent to arena here. It's going to be pretty exciting, man. Are we just here? Oh, we're just like, I think we're loading up stuff because they had something ready.
It looks like we have gone to the Does He See It arena for some post-game festivities.
Yeah, they're gonna attach the cup and fucking.
There it is, the congratulations text going across the ice.
So
I have no idea.
Still got the handshakes. That's good to see.
I have no idea how this is going to look on stream because it's just going to focus on the puck.
Well, it's not too bad. At least you got the congratulations. And then afterwards, I don't really know what's gonna happen. But yeah, still teams are shaking hands in the spec chat. It's nice to see.
And there it is. Congratulations, RSHL Season 8 champions.
Or congratulations.
I don't speak French Canadian, so I don't know what that means.
Maybe I'm picking it up for the stream, but I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Blackie Cup has entered the arena.
Has it? Oh, it left. Oh, it's over, guys. I guess we're not doing it. Blackie Cup left.
Hello.
Well, hello.
Hello. Feel, bud?
What's up?
So, how do you feel, bud?
Oh, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel good about your team's performance?
Yeah, I think we tried to do something completely different in the third period that we had been doing in the first and second. I think in the first and second we were passing the puck, as much as possible, and then on the third we tried to rush a little. I don't know why.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's like you guys just ran out of patience by the third period, and you were kind of trying to force the ball into the offensive zone to be able to score, but you had to be patient against the team that was faster than you. So it really just didn't line up.
Yeah, I think we lost patience, and I don't know why, because it was tied. We had all the time in the world. But aside from that, I think Does He See It did a really good job of neutralizing all of our offense. I think they did a good job of maintaining the puck in the last third. Yeah, I think in like the last 5 minutes, they were just like controlling the puck. So, but
Yeah, they did a great job.
But aside from that, I think it was close, man. It was close. I mean, it could. There was a couple times there where I thought like we were gonna take the lead, and unfortunately, it didn't happen. So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, I think going into this game, if you had it tied 1-1 in the third period, you'd be pretty happy about it. You know, I told you that's where you would end up being. But yeah, just kind of those Warbirds eventually got to you guys. Nobody picked up the Warbirds on that last play, which is super unfortunate.
They just outran everybody.
That's the speed, man. I mean, that's what happens, And if you're not looking, because it can happen without you really paying attention to it. And if you're not paying attention to it, by the time you see it, it is way too late. It is way too fucking late to do anything about it because you're just beat. You're just beat at that point, and that spider is never catching up.
Wait, what happened? Is this done? I thought we were gonna do like did I miss it?
Oh, are you talking about what's going on in the arena?
Yeah, did I miss the celebrations?
I just seriously for a second there, dude. I thought you didn't know you lost the finals, and I just didn't know what to say. You were like, wait a minute, why are we here? Is this done?
Holy
I was like, oh
shit.
God, I'm just gonna fucking shut my computer off.
That's so funny. I don't know what to tell you, Navi. This was the last game.
Sorry, man. Sorry to be the one to tell you. I don't really know. I mean, sometimes they try to incorporate some other stuff into the celebration. Usually, it's just a bunch of people attaching to the Blackie Cup to take a screenshot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Blackie Cup is on the ice. Image is the only one on the ice now for Does He See It?
The Blackie Cup has gained sentience. It's floating on the ice as we speak.
And the batteries died in the celebration text, so that's just gone.
Yeah, the LED lights just went dim.
Yeah, they just burned out.
It just went dark.
Well, yeah,
I'm going to see if I can turn them back on. 1 second.
Just smack the side of the box.
Nope, it's not a clap.
Working.
Alexa, turn... I'm just kidding. Turn on the lights. Did they ran out of power? They gotta pay the bills. Nah, man, but honestly, those two Warbirds are really good at this video game. Nothing to say other than that.
Yeah, I think they played a really good
they
game.
work so well together. That's the thing that really took me back.
They found their groove, like the Emperor.
And Does He See It roster is starting to enter the ice very slowly. I think one person is in charge of all of this.
Yeah, I think this is usually like this might be normally like a Big E thing. I think Alas is getting there, man.
Wait a
Lights
minute.
went off. Puck came in a little late.
Big E, Black E. I see what's going on here.
It's like drunk Sherlock, man. You're just reaching for fucking connections. But yeah, Alas is getting there, guys. He's getting there. It's all right. You don't have to say that stuff about him. It's not that big of a deal.
Wait, Gatto was in this team
I believe so.
and
Technically,
Gold.
yeah.
How come?
Yes.
How come I didn't see them ever?
I don't believe. I think Gold might have played a little bit in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe Gatto played at all, but I think both those guys played in the regular season.
Yeah, in the postseason, does he see it pretty much just played 6 or 7 people the whole time?
Just the 6, really. I mean, I don't think we saw any kind of changes for them. Creasers was just rotating the 2 guys at that
Yeah.
point, getting violence in.
We really missed Whitmer. Like I feel like if a VIOP was mid, and then we had like an
We need context for that statement.
what?
That could very easily be taken out of context.
Well, Whitmer is our D bitch, right? I guess you could say. And like he had a kid recently. Congrats, Whitmer. But that put VIOP back more, and I think he shines as mid more in my opinion. But
yeah, I mean, I'd agree with you for sure. I mean, I think that anytime Wentworth was not in the game in the finals, I think you guys were missing him. Outside of game 1, I guess the team played pretty well, but I felt like you guys were playing at your best when Whitmer was in the game.
yeah, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not blaming it on him or anything because I think we held our own for a while there. It's just like that last play with the Warbirds. That. Man,
yeah,
that hurt.
you needed somebody playing fucking defense, man. Right?
Well, we were. It's just that we were too slow to catch them. They were just.
Well, that's what I mean, man. You got to read that play when it happens. Basically, Londorf saw violence up at the blue line, and he just went like as fast as he fucking could to get behind him.
And it was, by the way, it was from a turnover that I made. I made a lot of turnovers in this game, and I think that one of them finally bit us in the ass. So
yeah, turnovers in the midfield can definitely be bad. I don't know. It's hard to say, man. I think if you're in the defensive position, that you need to be in position if something does go bad. So it's not like it's all on one person or something like that. So
yeah, I think it was just a factor or a number of factors.
Yeah, right. Every play is like a million of them that that end up giving you the position that everybody's in at the time.
But yeah, GG's. Pretty fun finals.
Let these fuckers win more cups. Thanks. Maybe next season, man. Maybe next season. Maybe next season. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was really, really looking forward to Londorf, Thrill, and Image being pretty upset in these finals, but it just didn't happen. So I think we're witnessing the celebration.
This is it.
I think this is it.
Nice. It's great. I love it.
It's pretty funny when you have to just sort of decide for yourself that this is it. Like, but yeah, I mean, they won the cup, man, and it's crazy because it's just so much time that fucking goes in, man. From day one when you're putting a team together to here is like, I don't know, like fucking 9 or 10 months or something crazy.
What happened to the LEDs?
I don't know, man. Batteries ran out.
Come on, we gotta
It's
get
pretty
it
funny,
back.
right? I think it's a command. I'm not sure. Or, I mean, there's a possibility it's tied to entering the arena.
Due to some violent conduct, parental discretion
Oh,
is
it is.
advised.
It is. I called it, man. Yeah, it's actually it's tied to entering the arena, and it actually just I guess it has a timer on it. Yeah, because the Blackie Cup for me is now lagging through the World Champions right now.
And now, welcome to the Does He See?
Oh my god, I can't believe they made Red Raven do this.
The Euro step
That's so
darter,
funny.
Lemonaire. Backing him up, the Vinyl King and Audiophile, Gato. Working the midfield in the red car, the missing piece from Sunset, Zaby. And on offense, starting Warbird, the GOAT, Lord Dungeon Master, Thrill I Am. Starting Levy, the lavish living hedge fund Prince of HZ, Devoid, Image, Goku. And starting in the Weasel, the Big Papa, Hollywood Hulk, Lawn Dwarf. Backing them up in a ship that's to be determined. The Pistol Pete, you kill me. And between the pipes, starting Shark.
Milk and cereal. Milk and cereal. Milk and cereal. Cereal and milk.
Will the opponents roll double skulls, or will they be surfed off the pitch? Find out next.
Listen to me, you pebble farting snot licker.
All right, that is it, boys. Thank you to Red Raven there, man. Getting him to record that, unbelievable.
Well, judging by what he said, does he see it's about to play somebody? Let's go,
Right?
Scrim. Blackie Cup's on the line.
Right? Is it? Oh, okay. It starts now. Okay, I got it.
Can you imagine playing a scrim for the Blackie Cup? Wow.
With the players having to vote on what crew the players in.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, that's
no
been
refs.
suggested so many times, man. We're like, well, why don't we just automate everything? And it's like, come on, dude. You can't go one scrim game without somebody fucking around with votes, dude. You could never do that. All right. I don't think I'm super interested in talking to anybody else, so I think we can call the celebration here. Does he see it? RSHL season 38 champs. You guys are definitely more than willing to do some interviews if you'd like to, though.
Well,
I
they rented
mean,
a party clown, but he wouldn't get out of spec.
well, thank
Well,
you, both of you, for doing commentating. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a word.
And just like offering your time to do this, because like not everybody wants to do this. So
Yeah, thank you, man. I mean, I enjoy it. I think Nancy enjoys it.
Yeah, for me, it's just an hour to fuck around.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like it's a good service to do. You know, I think it makes the replays more interesting. I think it, adds some flavor, some complexity to the games, that people might not necessarily be thinking about. So it's nice, man. Thank you. I like doing it. I'm glad you appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Like even when I wasn't playing, like I would just tune in and
Nice.
listen because like it's nice to like it. Yeah, watching clips on YouTube or whatever is one thing, but like having commentators actually discuss the game makes it a lot more entertaining for sure.
Yeah, I think so too, man. You know, and I think it's nice for everybody. I mean, especially nice for like kind of like new guys or maybe guys getting back into the zone or something like that. You know, just sort of like having somebody describe what's going on, help them get acclimated a little bit. Maybe I don't know, man. But it's there if they want it.
All right. Well, thank you for having me? Question mark.
Yeah,
I
thanks
just
for
joined.
coming on. No, it's
So-
all good, man. Always welcome, man. Thanks for hopping on. Yeah, thanks to everybody. It was a great season, very competitive up until the finals. Uh, and
Wow. Just got roasted.
oh man, yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, thanks to everybody. Makes the game possible. The players, everybody else.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Londorf sticks his foot into the closing door.
Hey, it's Lawn Dwarf.
What's up?
What's going on?
Welcome.
Here for the media?
Yep, there we
Yeah.
go.
You want to do one, man?
Go ahead. Hit me with it. Hit me with the tough questions. I'm here for them.
Did he see it?
In the end, we saw it.
Nice.
I don't know. Do you feel like Creasers made any kind of adjustments that made the game a little bit different for you going into game 3?
In the game 3?
Yeah, like do you feel like in game 3 they did anything differently?
Well, the biggest difference was obviously that Whitmer wasn't there.
Yes.
So, I mean,
What-
I felt like between games 1 and 2, I felt like they were way slower and just held the ball, and that kind of carried over into game 3. Like I didn't feel like they were as I felt like they tried to attack with more flow in the first game, and that led to us having a lot more opportunities overall. But they were like painfully slow in games 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Like, it would take like 30 seconds for them to get into our zone before they do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big part of that was just, you know, how much pressure the double warbird was putting on the ball carrier, and also Thrill kind of like lining up right behind it. You guys were kind of corralling them to the outside, and they were having a hard time being able to string some passes together.
So our philosophy in this was like Thrill kind of was just going to sit on Xanaz and just kind of take him away. Like BG was kind of pressuring on the ball, and then I would just kind of stay between Jalrix and wherever the ball was and kind of took him away. So we know that Navi's probably like one of the best shooters in the game, and we wanted to make him like have to make passes and plays as opposed to finishing because, like I said, he's one of the best finishers. So that was kind of our formula going into it.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely see it. I mean, and especially, you know, once they got the ball into the offensive zone, the amount of pressure that Thrill was putting on Xanaz was basically kind of taking him out of the offensive plays a lot. And, you know, their chances would end up, you know, they would lose people, and they would, by the time they would get to the net, they just wouldn't really have any options left, even if they did get there. So I thought you guys played really, really well defensively against them for sure.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
at any point during any of the games in the finals did you say, "What the fuck are we doing here, guys?" Or whatever.
Well, let me ask a question first. Who told you about that?
I was listening to you in BioP one day on Twitch.
Yeah.
Hello?
I don't know if I did. I'll say this. I definitely said that at one point this season. I don't think I said it in the finals.
It may have been said. Cannot confirm or deny.
It may have been said. You got to understand, if I get to that point, it's not good.
They all blur together so much you can recall which game it was.
It gets everybody in line, though.
I mean, somebody's got to say it. And you got to
There's
have some
nothing
weight.
like what the fuck are we doing here to get everybody back engaged.
Yeah, everybody's got to take a moment, assess.
Go
through a personal assessment.
The thing
Am I
is,
fucking up right now?
Navi, like 12 years ago, I was just an angry young guy. Now I sound like a disappointed father.
I think
the evolution of what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, there's the intonation's completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, the disappointed father hits harder, though, for sure.
It definitely will sit with them for a while.
Yeah.
There's the, what the fuck are we doing here, guys? And then there's, what the fuck are we doing here?
What the fuck are we doing here, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, you know what's amazing about the game, and I think it's just about sports in general, is like that's literally all you need to say. Like you've said everything.
I have a question for Navi.
All right, hit me.
This is a two-part question.
Okay.
First part of the question is will you release or tell us about anything going on inside the locker room during the series?
Like what?
Like, was there any discussion about making adjustments or anything like that?
Well, I can tell you that I asked if I could switch to Jav, and everybody was like, "You don't need to switch anything, bud. You're good."
And what was your thought process, or what was everybody's thought process around that?
Well, my thought process was I'm not doing much right now as Terrier because I keep dying, and so I wanted to be a little more tanky.
Okay.
Who was killing you? It was two warbirds. I wasn't killing you.
I don't know. Somebody was. I just felt like I was exploding a lot, and then I also wanted more shot power because I like shooting. So, and I was like, that's great. I'm gonna do this, and then everybody was like, no.
Was there ever any discussion about Xana switching from left to jab at all?
No. Nobody wanted to switch ships. Everybody wanted to stay
other
the
than
same.
you.
Yeah, it was just me.
I mean,
I got you.
that was really what needed to happen, because with me focusing so much on Xana's and him not being able to bully me because I was in a jab, and his ship being slower than my ship, he was never really going to be able to do anything he normally does, at least not to the same degree. So he really needed to switch ships. He should have played a jab. That would have been much harder to handle.
Wait, I didn't get the second part of my question out.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Second part of my question is are you going to be joining Blades now that the season's over?
Is that a real team? Like, is he actually
Well,
making
that kind of
it?
answered that question. Holy shit.
No, I'm just asking. Like, is Wheeze for real? Because, like, if he is, then yeah, sure. Why not?
Just buries them.
I talked to Weiss today, and he sounded like he was serious. I thought he legitimately made you an offer. Maybe I'm wrong on that then.
I think I'm the only person in the zone that didn't get an invite.
I didn't get one.
I feel like they cast out a wide net, for sure.
I don't want to blow up his spot, but we said several times publicly that he wanted Raka, Navi, Dave, and APAC as his core. He said that.
No. I'm joking. He messaged me.
Okay.
And he was like, "Hey, are you interested or not?" And I was like, "Oh, we'll see what happens, after this season. But sure, I mean, I got no problem joining." He's like, "All right, cool."
Weiss is a good guy.
Is that the team you've been waiting for? You've been waiting to team up with Raka, Dave, and APOC?
I don't.
The
really-
locker room would be fireworks for sure.
I don't really know. I've never played with any of those people, so we'll see how it goes.
Apex, like, one of the nicest guys in the zone for sure.
At least
It would
public.
definitely be different.
No, he is. He's a good
Yeah.
dude. He's
Is
a good
he?
dude. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's a super good dude, man.
Take your word for it.
He's almost too nice.
Anyone that can put up with David Seaman for like 18 years. Well,
I think
guess
he
like-
just finds him super hilarious as a cartoon character.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
he's got to be. You got to have some kind of patience, right? Like clearly he's kind of chill, you know.
Definitely.
Oh, he's super. He'll do anything for your team. Like you say, hey, I want you to play this ship or do this or whatever. He never whines, never complains. He's always positive. He's really the best.
Really.
The Rack and Dave dynamic would be explosive for sure.
What ship does Raka play?
Full
The
gas Warbird.
Yeah.
Oh,
Full
interesting.
gas. See, Weeze's vision is he loves to throw fluty bombs from the shark, and he was like, I want Navi and Raka to just get out and run. He wants the big outlet passes to you guys. That's what he wants to do.
Interesting. Okay.
Seems like you could scheme against that pretty easily.
How that translates into playoffs, I don't know.
That's like I don't know if that's like.
I like where his head's at.
I guess he's
mean,
thinking. He's
Yeah,
thinking.
he's reinventing the goalie already.
If it's coming in under the Blades banner, I think it's safe to say he doesn't have championship aspirations in mind.
Hey, we got Blades on the cup. We're the first people to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Blades with fire out the back.
Blades of fire out the back.
Does that count? I don't feel like that counts.
Should I change
Yeah, but
ships?
you guys could have fucking changed your name to Hum and done it too, and it still wouldn't have fucking counted.
Boy, that would be a huge fucking fuck you to Dave, wouldn't it?
You really would.
Man,
We take the banner and throw a fucking ring on it without Dave.
Probably what we should have done, to be honest.
Yeah, right. Now that we're talking about it, it does sound like a great idea.
Can we just like
Did you change
backdoor
ships,
it?
Navi? Do you want to change ships?
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of bored of Terrier, to be honest.
Switch ships then.
Foreign ship?
Yeah. If it's boredom that's getting you, then I think
I
it's
mean,
totally cool.
I was gonna ask, how did you like playing in the finals? Because
I mean, it was fun. I loved it. I want to do it again.
that type of RSHL is a grind for most people.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean it's a grind, and you gotta stay focused the entire fucking time.
Like
man.
every little mistake that you make
Yeah.
is 20 times more serious than like.
Well, he blows a
Yeah.
tire with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all she wrote.
That's a tough situation for a guy like you.
But yeah, I mean, as far as like ship changes and stuff like that, I mean, the game's like, you know, if you felt like you weren't being effective as a player, then you know that's definitely something that the enemy team is doing to you, and it's also stuff that your team is also doing at the same time. You know, if you're not feeling effective, you know, then your team isn't feeling effective. You're such a huge part of that team, and just thinking that like.
I feel like I'm in the back door of Revo's Uber right now.
And like, yeah, I give so much Hockey Zone advice in the fucking Uber. Yeah, and it's just that like, it's everything that your team's doing, and you know, if you're on a different team next season, you have a different personnel and stuff like that. You know, a different ship could definitely work with that crew. You know, I mean, you don't know. You know, maybe a different ship could work, but it's never like a for sure thing that you need to just change ships when you don't feel like things are working.
I actually felt a little bad for Navi because, like LD explained, kind of what our strategy was, and we kind of orchestrated it to make the game, make him handle the puck and make it hard for him and do something that he's not really used to doing. And people were coming down on him pretty hard, but like, you know, it was mostly our game plan. You know what I mean? Like, And I don't know, a lot of people just never horned in on exactly what we were doing, but I think that we kind of set it up that way, so some of the criticism was a little harsh.
Yeah, I mean, that's what people do, though. Yeah, they fucking look at the box score at the end of the game, and that's it. Gives us something to talk shit about.
People are saying like, "Oh, Navi got a lot of turnovers. They never got the puck to Xanaz. Get the puck to Xanaz more." But I'm literally sitting on top of them the whole game.
You're on top of them the entire fucking game. Yeah, there's. I mean, I had ideas for how Creasers could get back into the series, as far as like how they could make adjustments and stuff like that. I really felt that, based on the way that you guys were targeting everybody else, like I just really wanted to see Puker change his approach to offense and get himself into more of a distributor role and getting himself into good areas, because he's making cuts all the time.
Well, a second.
And he's not occupying area. Yeah.
Please, are you here?
Yeah, what's up?
Navi was asking if the Blades team is officially on now that the season's over.
Blades is officially on.
Okay. We got action. He said he's interested, but he wants to play Jav.
That's not what I said. I said I might ship change, but I'm not sure.
Let's get the Raka and Navi Master double warbird going on.
We could double bird.
He likes it. He likes the speed.
Yes, I was wondering why I was being requested. I was like,
well, we just wanted to confirm that it was actually on. I was asking him if he's going to join you, and he said, "Is that for real?" And I said, "I think so."
Yeah, I believe Hamburger Hill has lost the Vigi sweepstakes, so it's dead. Hamburger Hill is dead.
Who could have seen that coming?
Is it though? Like,
I mean,
Dave gonna play for somebody else?
He can do whatever he wants. I wanted him to play with me, but he seems to be fighting me on it, so he can do whatever he wants.
Is there a spot for him? Like, are you keeping a spot for him, or is there going to be a point where
maybe he's finally giving up after 29 years? Some vests are just too heavy to carry.
Well, I know he's not going to play if it's salary, but
why? Because he's going to be embarrassed at how low his fucking salary is.
No, I don't know.
Isn't it?
It's some like hill to die on thing, Devo.
His hamburger hill.
Yeah, his hamburger hill to die on.
But it just sounds like salary would be something he would support.
Well, now that everybody's interested, he's out.
Yeah, that's the thing, because he's ultimate contrarian.
I mean, to be honest, Dave this was probably the best season of Dave's life, because he scored a playoff goal and still lost. That's probably like the best situation for Dave's career. That's what he wants. He scored a goal in the playoffs. Who gives a fuck about anything
He
else?
did score a playoff goal. Oh, it's a good goal, too.
I'm glad the Thrill's here to just drop fucking hammer fists.
I mean, there's not enough of that, to be honest, man. There's just not enough. There's a lot of shit talk. There's rarely enough honesty where people are just, really giving it to people for real reasons. So
are you making a team, Revo?
I don't know, man. We'll see. I think I would like to. I think there's a void for it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put one together. I'm not sure.
I've just got to keep it real on the way out. This is it for me for a while.
What does that mean? Oh, until the season rolls back in?
No, this is it.
He's calling it, man. He's riding off into the sunset.
Thrill is
dare I say a sunset maneuver?
Yeah,
it was meant to be last season, but African Panda ruined that. So.
All right, now I get it. I get the whole thing. So your sunset maneuver. Why did you guys keep the team name?
Because we like Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, that explains it. I see Thrill yucking and yamming with all the Blood Bowl guys all the time, and then he ignores me when I try to talk to him in there.
Damn.
Because I don't want to
call out
whatever conversation you're having with me to Red 30 and all those other fucking idiots. Like, oh, let me say something to Thrill. Let me say something. Fucking make fun of him. Wasn't born yesterday, pal.
So you're officially hanging it up?
Well, I know better than to say I'll never ever play again for the rest
Well,
of
yeah,
the
but
time, but I'm
you're
definitely
taking a break.
Yeah, for sure. I will not be playing in the next season or 2 or 10. So
Okay, well, yeah, leave it open. I mean,
just thought
Going
I'd
out
hang
on
it up
top,
as the
baby.
greatest of all time.
There
yeah.
you go.
How many trophies do you have?
I lost count. Not as many as LD, but more than most other people, I think.
I think, well, keep in mind, though, I think the ratio of seasons played to trophies, jaywalking has that record.
I don't think jaywalking ever.
I've got 10. I only need one more.
I don't think jaywalking is 0 cups, I think. And why do you need a cup when you have no balls?
How many? Why? What's the significance of 11?
I'm sure you can piece that together.
Oh man.
Hates brain teasers.
Right.
All right, am I done here? My duties fulfilled.
Yep.
Okay, Blades official. That's what we needed to know.
Right after you play your Blood Bowl match.
Can we just sim that out or something? It's meaningless.
You play your Blood Bowl match and you like it, goddammit.
What are you giving up at the end of the season?
Yeah, it's a meaningless game. It's the 2 last place teams that don't even make the playoffs.
Who is it against?
Fur?
Yeah, I guess we can maybe see.
I mean, you could just log it in as
do it live
as a forfeit, or just play for fun.
Yeah, play for fun.
Blood Bowl is not fun.
That is
Bro,
true.
Blood Bowl is way more fun than Hockey Zone. Who the fuck are you?
You gotta be.
Blood Bowl is pain.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
I don't know. I saw you hanging around the streamer chats for a while, Revo.
What? Oh yeah. Oh no, man. I love the community's great. That's pretty cool.
Let's not get carried away.
I mean, I love.
I think the community is worse than Hockey Zone, honestly.
There's no fucking way.
Bro, people from Blood Bowl are not doxing me and messaging my fucking
Yeah.
numbers. Jesus Christ.
Right?
You don't know what goes on at those comic book shops.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, it might be people getting pegged.
Showing.
God, I hope
showing
so.
off their Warhammer figures. I don't know. I thought the community was all right.
Hey,
the game's
go
pretty
up with
fun.
a Pelican case full of your Warhammer figures. It's serious business.
And but yeah, I mean I don't know, but there was one guy I remember said he got into a fight at a Warhammer game, so maybe they aren't so great. But watching the game,
Thrill,
way more fun.
That Dadelquist guy is a fucking lunatic. Who's that other guy that screams
Mr.
all the
Page?
Sirius Black? That guy screams all the time. Like a
Artemis
psycho.
Black series.
Mr. Page?
Oh.
Mr. Page is a fucking lunatic.
Mr. Page looks like Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I
Those
don't feel like
motherfucker. There's
I feel like
something
you guys
wrong
are
with
really overselling.
Game
How
sucks. Community sucks. It all sucks.
Bro,
right.
you know, as soon as goblins get released, you're gonna be all about Blood Bowl again.
But yeah, I don't know. A lot of the streamers are pretty fucking weird, to be honest. But kind of to be expected.
All right, GG's. Good game.
Yep.
Where the fuck are you going?
I'm going to another Discord because I don't fucking want to stay here.
Wow.
Wow.
Bye.
Wow, tell us how you really feel.
All right.
Well, as we
It's a wrap on the
established,
season.
Yeah, it's
greatest
a
of all
wrap.
time. So fuck you, bitches.
Get out of here.
I don't know how I can say greatest of all time. I think it's, he's leaving. You can allow him to have it. But yeah, that's pretty big. I don't know. I mean, I think that there's room for teams to be made for sure, and there's teams need to be made that aren't going to be fucking
I don't know
shit
this,
shows.
but I think our team is done. So
I would think so, right?
Well, Thrill's done for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I mean, I guess never say never, but
Would you run it back?
yeah, I mean, maybe it's not the same team if Thrill leaves.
Yeah, it's very much
I mean,
not the same
he's
team.
a major part of the team. So I don't know. I mean, seems to be the new hip thing to do, to lead with the belt and not defend it.
Right, which is kind of fucked up, to be honest. But but if you have core players leaving, I can understand not wanting to try to put it back together. I guess
I don't
there
know.
really aren't franchises anymore, man.
I don't
For the longest time, teams always came back, regardless of what happened. But
I'm gonna guess if Navi leaves, then Creasers is gonna look significantly different.
yeah, they're gonna have to find somebody to replace that, and I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that. Those are big shoes to fill, man.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah,
Should be
I mean,
interesting
because
to see if he comes out of the woodwork now.
yeah, I just think that there's room for teams to be made for sure, and teams need to be made that aren't
Still
just
don't have
shit.
clarification if it's going to be salary cap.
I mean, is it fair? I mean, I guess the finals just ended, but I just sort of assumed that we would have heard something about it by now, that something was actually, but I guess it is the off season. That'll make big changes. I don't think it's going to affect me at all for anything that I'm trying to do. So, but it will affect some other teams for sure. And I mean, it's really, I mean, where are you guys thinking about drawing the line there? Like, is it gonna?
I'm not involved in any of that.
You're not?
I got all the ratings together, and I tried to come up with a salary formula, but I worked with Doobie and several other people that we just couldn't get the salary formula right once you get the goalies involved. Couldn't figure it out. Like you can start to, but because the problem is that not everybody's rating is the same. Like not every one is the same as the other ones. Even not every two is the same as every other two. Like there's levels within the levels themselves too.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And just the way that those players impact games is completely different. And you could have two teams that are that both have 3-1s on them, but if they aren't the right 3-1s to be able to play with each other, then it's gonna be pretty fucking shitty. So I don't know. I'm not sure what good it does to put a league like that together. I don't know. I don't know what you get out of it. I don't know if
mean, if you can spread around the top end talent a little bit more than it is right now, in theory, you should have more parity. In theory,
yeah, which I think is
the
like
reality
something.
the reality in theory rarely line up exactly how you want, but
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I don't know.
I would like to see somebody who comes up with a formula that can actually make it work.
I mean, I didn't really look at the numbers, but you kind of have to, like, you guys actually put together like some teams, like did like a mock thing. I mean, that's what I would have imagined that you needed to do, just to get an idea of what teams could possibly look like with the formula.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, you're saying you ran into difficulties with goalies.
For the formula, yes. Like just as an example, like if I take a team and I disperse the talent evenly across all the teams, okay?
Yeah.
and you have evenly matched teams, offensively and defensively. And now let's say that I add C and M to one of those teams, and I add whoever you want to put on the bottom of your goalie chart.
Yeah, to a different team.
Now how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, I don't even know who you would say that is. Like, I actually think that the goalie gap isn't as huge anymore.
I
I'm
don't
saying
know.
overall.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, it's hard. Okay. It's hard to compare because some guys don't play with top. Like, if Veras, let's just say hypothetically that Veras played on a top team instead of Power Up. You think he has a better season?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
really hard to measure that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. I don't know if you can get to the bottom of that, right? I mean, you have to rate CNM high. You can't rate Perez higher just because you... I don't know. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, if you're really trying to put a balanced system together, then you do kind of have to be a little predictive and say, that Perez is a really good goalie and he was given a good team, then he could perform, so he should have a higher rating. That gets hard, right?
Yeah. Like, again, if I throw Pan on one end of the scale and I throw Linux on the other with evenly dispersed teams, which team wins 90% of the time?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge fucking difference.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
where we got.
And it's almost, yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, do you need such extreme examples? Wouldn't the team with Pan have some more flexibility for forwards or something like that, and that's how you'd like to balance it?
Yeah, I couldn't get it right. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
I mean, that's the idea, right? That would be the idea, that you would, that team could then put better forward lines together, but then, there's definitely going to be somebody out there that's just like, oh, I'm going to grab the best value goaltender and then try to stack it the other way. I mean, because that's what everybody's going to try to do.
All right, I'm getting out of here. I appreciate you guys doing the casts, even though you catch shit from people. I appreciate you guys doing it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
See ya.
All right, see ya.